guys? Me, Metal Mike here, and shit, Barnes. Shut up, Barnes. You're not on this episode. What is up, guys? I am reviving a series that I started earlier this year called What If Live Setlist, where I pick a band and I pick the concert and the set list, and I create the set list of songs. This is episode 6. I'm reviving my series I started. Episode 6, we're doing the Ozzy Osbourne solo. Ozzy Osbourne fucking solo, man. And I'm a little bit motivated. Actually pretty motivated on doing it. Sorry if my voice sounds horsey. Just been getting over a little cold, but who fucking cares? Because this is about fucking Ozzy, man. This is about metal. Subscribe to me, Metal Mike. Subscribe to Metal Ben's Chronicles and Thralls of Metal and Metal Connection. It's Mr. Scott, Thrash Maniac 99. A couple other shout outs is shout out to Almost Human, Dr. Pluck, Ralph, you're awesome. One of my inspirations on YouTube, man, for metal. And go check out Zach Blavin. Alright, enough of the shout outs. Let's get to the fucking Ozzy album. Because you know I don't care about that PC shit. I'm me, Metal Mike, and this is TV14 adult metal, heavy metal content. Because I don't give a shit. Alrighty, so here's my What If Live set list, Ozzy Osbourne. And I'm going to do a tour based off of the new album. I know Ozzy did a couple, special appearances at a football game and I think at a video game festival. But this is what I think should be a tour set list for the Patient Number 9 album tour, if Ozzy were to do a tour. Not saying he will, but if he was to, this is a set list I would create. Because Ozzy fucking rules, man. You know, people, I know people like to say Ozzy is cliche, but, you know, heavy metal wouldn't be fucking around without Ozzy Osbourne. No offense, but that's the fact. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's get into this live set list with an intro. And for the intro, the first track is going to be an intro into Patient Number 9. The intro is going to have TNT playing over the radio, along with Frank Zappa's Broken Hearts for Assholes. Then you see the band come out. Ozzy comes out. The lineup is Zakk Wylde, Chad Smith on drums, and Robert Trujillo on bass for the whole tour. He's not going to tour with Megadeth and Metallica in this thing. And Ozzy singing. And let's just say Ozzy feels rejuvenated. Ozzy feels motivated. And he has his vocal range back a little bit. So the intro, we kick right in to start the opening track. With track 1, Patient Number 9, kicks right in. New track off of the new album, kicks right in. People open up, they listen. Then we go right into a deep cut for track number 2 live, off of Bark at the Moon. Personally, my favorite song of the album is called You're No Different to Me, which is kind of a little bit of a Sabbath-y Ozzy tune, which is great. Gets people like, oh, wow, you know, this is a cool deep cut track. And next we go into Bark at the Moon. So now we get into some of the, you know, typical staple Ozzy songs. People love Bark at the Moon live. Ozzy's killing it. The crowd's into it. Track number 4 is Perry Mason off of Osmosis. We get into more modern Ozzy with Osmosis. Some 90s Ozzy. And Perry Mason's a killer track. I think the crowd would be pleased with that. Then we go into track 5, which is another new track off the album, which is going to be added to the set list. God Only Knows, which is another cool kind of ballad. And it's going to probably be the only ballad played live on the concert. God Only Knows. Then we go into another ballad for track number 6, which is a classic. Got to have it in the set list. Mama, I'm Coming Home. Crowds into it. They're waving their cigarette lighters and they're singing to Ozzy. Then we go into the first epic. Well, I say the first epic track on the album, on the tour, track number 7, No More Tears, which goes right in and Ozzy pours his heart and soul into that song, played live, and the crowd's into it. Then, then we get thrown for a loop. Zakk Wylde, the band steps off the stage. Ozzy comes back. Ozzy says, "Listen up, everybody! I have a special friend." Tony Iommi comes out. Chad Smith's still on drums. Robert Trujillo's still there, and we get Robert Trujillo's there, but Geezer Butler comes out next to Robert Trujillo as a little surprise. Not the only time Geezer will be on this. This one show is being played live. Let's just say at the Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, if that's a real place. Just go with me. But track 8, we get a little Sabbathy with a Black Sabbath medley. We start up well. All right, well, the special guest is Tony Iommi for this track. I'm sorry, I fucked that up. Track 8 is Embryo, and then we get right into another new song off the album. Get played live with Tony Iommi. Tony comes onto the stage, Zakk Wylde walks off. You get No Escape From Now, which is going to be really that only Tony song he plays live. Get No Escape From Now. Then we stay Sabbathy as we get a medley for track number 9 is a medley, a jam session medley with Sweet Leaf, Supernaut, Never Say Die with Tony Iommi and Geezer Butler and Robert Trujillo and Chad Smith on drums. And the crowd's into it. This medley's more towards the diehard Ozzy Sabbath era fans. Then we go right into the next track. Tony Iommi steps away briefly and come out Crazy Train. To go right into Crazy Train, this is the encore set. We go right into Crazy Train for track 10. Then we go right into another track off of Ultimate Sin called Secret Loser. Another deep cut track. Thought it'd be a fun way to be in the encore, add a deep cut into the encore. We follow up the encore with track number 12, Ultimate Sin. And the crowd's just into it. They're not expecting they're going to expect the next track, probably to be Paranoid. Wait on that. Track number 13 is a special surprise as Ozzy does a cover of Black Sabbath with his solo band, or an attempt. And Tony Iommi sitting outside waiting. They do a cover of Black Sabbath with the Ozzy solo lineup. Then we go into track 14, Dark Side Blues, which interludes into Ozzy talking about Black Sabbath for about 1 minute and saying that these guys have been with me for all these years and they're going to come out and they're going to play with me. Tony Iommi and Geezer come out, and Robert Trujillo leaves the stage, and we get Paranoid played by Black Sabbath with Geezer and Tony Iommi. That's how we end the live show. And track 16 is basically Ozzy saying his farewell, goodbye, saying, "This is my last tour for good, for real. Thank you so much for, sticking with me through all the bullshit. And just thank you, man." That's how Ozzy would go out. And that's how the concert would be. And I hope you guys fucking like this series, because episode 7's coming up next Monday. That's going to be Overkill, a live a what if live set list of Overkill tracks and venue. So subscribe, hit that fucking bell, or else you get the shovel, or else you get to sit on the couch and talk to Shit Barnes. Yeah, everybody loves me. Nobody loves you. Alrighty, guys. Peace, love, and keep things fucking metal. Or else, me Metal Mike will chase you with the shovel.